Right, Sag, let's have a go, shall we? Weekly reads. It should take you up to the 14th or beyond. So, energy spirit, please, from the 7th of January 2021 to about the 14th. Sagittarius, what do you need to know? You was mentioned in Virgo's read, so you might want to look at that. We'll see what it says. So remember, snapshot of your life, it's not your whole life, it's just an issue that Spirit wants you to deal with. Let's see. There we are. So, you're not being yourself, you're not very balanced. Possibly because of Mars going into Taurus. And there is Taurus there. So, again, same as Virgo, you have an issue with the 6th or the 24th. Possibly a choice you don't want to make. Lack of communication, lack of effort put in. And it looks like it's you that's not putting the effort in. So you may be addicted to substances, a way of life, shopaholic, alcoholic, drug addicts, gambling. Just addicted to a certain way of being. But there's an imbalance somewhere. You are being put to the test and must learn from this. Have more faith in yourself. There is an unreliable, unpredictable air sign female involved. Was once a good friend. She could be of darker complexion. She can be wearing a uniform. She can be a mother energy. But she's not reacting in the usual way either. There's an older air sign male, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In this one it's Libra, but it doesn't have to be. It's an older, mature man. Someone that you need to seek professional advice from, perhaps. Doctors, priests, lawyers. There is something good within the next 6 months or to do with children or someone returning that you've been waiting for, return from the past, or looking back on the past with nostalgia, thinking of the good times. Well, we all do that at the minute because it isn't very positive at the minute, is it? But you are releasing a burden, so that's good. You may have suffered a loss because of deceit, but you're picking yourself up. But there's still a choice you need to make, and you have to put the effort in. Secrets will come out. It's coming out of an unhealthy situation, so it's a struggle, but you will manage it. The positive energy is those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past it for your diary and address. You are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth, as in diet and medication. Also, possibly allergic reactions to things. And what goes out your mouth, as in words, written or spoken. This is a psychic, the medium, the tarot reader. So this is somebody that's very empathic. Will either help you or assist you in coming out of this unhealthy situation. Secrets are told, the truth is coming out. But there is an imbalance that you need to take care of. 8 years is mentioned. So those born on the 6th or the 24th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way, and 2 or the 29, positive. Yep, the family situation. Is it improving? 8 years, again, there's a lack of communication and no apologies for something. It's to do with a family. Somebody's being stubborn. There's a crossroads coming up where there's no going back to the old way of doing things. Perhaps some of you will be getting married, and this has caused an issue with someone else, a friend, because these are all positive cards. So blockages removed between you and someone else. There's Leo and Taurus mentioned. 10 months going towards your bliss, but yet there's a lack of communication. Why is that? Those born on the 19th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. And those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past it. Well, there's lots of major arcanas here. Living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Blessed 3 times. Somebody is giving you the key to a problem, the solution to something. It's bringing something to light where you will have to go within or travel somewhere. You're not meant to go this next part of the journey alone. Someone will be with you. And Virgo is mentioned, so I do think you ought to watch the Virgo video. So material things are not as important, whereas Taurus rules material matters. So speaking your truth within a friendship or a marriage, or teaching could be involved, or the way you was brought up to believe something. You are going to have to decide what your belief is and where your path lies. And that path is now open to you. Your wishes and dreams will come true after facing this box. Now that's the only positive card Virgo had. So there's definitely a connection between you and Virgo. Virgo card, Aquarius, Taurus and Leo. So Spirit is sending you somebody in spirit or the flesh to walk with you so that you do not stumble and fall. You have to get out into groups and the wider society. There's going to be chaos, but with that chaos will come hope, healing and freedom. So your blockages are taken away and you're going towards your bliss. However, at the bottom of the deck, you've got to release yourself from a mental prison, and there has been heartache, sorrow and loss, possibly a third party. But these are the 4 major arcanas, 5 major arcanas totally trump the rest of the negative cards. So something is definitely improving. Blockages are being removed once the truth comes out. Your wishes and dreams are coming true. So we're turning a corner. Aquarius energy, which brings us to the end of January, beginning of February. So maybe that's important. Those born on the 9th, the 27th and the 17th, all positive energy. So there's a lot to be positive about. And no apology is coming. And there's a lack of effort being put in. You're feeling like you're shut out in a situation. It might be, because in England we're on lockdown, it might be just the forced lockdown where you're feeling suppressed or lacking in some way. There has been a disappointment, but now you are going forward to something better. You played your part in that disappointment, so there's no point in dwelling on it or crying over spilt milk. There is offers or messages of love, unconditional love, water sign energy. Anything that's just started or about to start will pay off within 3 years. But there is some confusion around this because there is lack of commitment by someone, possibly a fire sign child. And there's 2 fire signs here, one younger, one slightly older, but not very mature. But you're refusing to walk away from this. You're going to make this work, but these 2 people are not as committed. So effort is needed from them. There is lack of clarity and confusion. Perhaps you've got to watch for how you say things, because the High Priestess did warn of words coming out of your mouth, didn't she? Or how you write things. Communication and positive communication is the way forward, but somebody has to put effort in. It may not be you, it may be someone else, but these fire sign energies are in the reverse, so someone's not putting the effort that's needed into it, but there is a lot of love there. So it is an improving situation, probably towards the end of the week. Yeah, the cosmos, it's never a challenger, it's always an ally. So something you're creating will pay off within 3 years. Creativity in all its forms is represented by the cosmos, and this is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all life is creative and you're always creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principles of infinity and vastness of energetic exchange, so you have to put the effort in. Consciously influencing others. This teaches us that every intention we set is in fact contagious, so you smile, they smile, with the power to influence others. We're entangled as our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on other people, from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions, because both are influencing your outer world. Most importantly, keep taking action towards your goal. What did I say? Keep putting the momentum and the effort in. As the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny, expect to be inspired and to be meaningfully touched by all that you create. Pluto, you're bringing about a transformation, so don't stop now. Keep the effort going. You are achieving what you desire, and your wishes and dreams can come true with effort. Yeah, it's moving forward from stormy waters to calmer ones. Brilliant. Because people living deeply have no fear of death. It's about birth, sex, death. It's about the unseen. There may be some sort of explosion or blowout. So, and something to do with the 1930. But there will be significant life changes. So it is a high octave of Mars. So the Taurus going into Mars may be important because we've got Taurus there. It brings to the surface things that have been hidden and felt deep inside there. And your gut instinct. They are sometimes painful to confront, or they're embarrassing or taboo. So you must confront them. The dwarf planet tends to inspire unwelcome surprises, and Pluto can be like the tower collapsing in your life. A life from which you must rebuild from the debris, and also inspiration. Many things you have relied upon for always being there may suddenly disappear or leave. More than anything else, it represents endings and new beginnings. It is not a card of physical death. Since our lifetimes we experience many deaths and new starts. This is simply a time when the decks are being wiped clean for new action. And most of the time you begin to feel ill at ease with the feeling of something not quite right and things going down strangely with an eerie silence like the Titanic. If you are in a relationship that's been difficult, it will either end or it will deepen and become more fulfilling. Any romance that starts at this time should prove to be intense. It is very important not to try to control things, instead surrender to the ups and downs for a while. And although some of these changes may be painful ones, that said, which is the Three of Swords at the bottom of there, this is a time of intense sexuality and may come in various forms. Great sex, not enough sex, strange sex, and most likely intense and consuming sex. In terms of a job or career, it may be time for another. You have recently been infatuated by a hidden subject, certain mysteries or the taboo. This could be a time when you're able to sense and feel spirit around you, which explains High Priestess. Sometimes this card is an indication of psychic attacks, and thus you should be very careful who you open up to. Be cautious if you're involved in anything paranormal or occult in nature. You are not particularly vulnerable. In fact, your strength is growing. But it is important that you're this point in time to spiritually protect yourself from anything negative, such as energy vampires and people or lost spirits looking for a home. You may become upset concerning something about your past that turns out to be not how you always thought it was. On a more mundane level, you may have to be more careful with your finances, taxes and inheritance, especially. You might have the opportunity to suddenly move to a new home. Don't think so, not seeing that. But beware of foundations, water or sewer problems, and also the possibility that the house might be haunted. Yes, that I can see. Actually, missed that one. Number 10. So number 10 is positive energy, and it's very important. Changes for the better, so you may be moving home. Think of Pluto as leftover things that tend to languish in a state of decay or decadence, but more positively, rejuvenation, healing and rebirth. So if you was moving, I would expect it to be a doer-upper, something that you have to put effort into. So deconstruction and then creation, regeneration, passing away of the old and bringing in the new. People you know passing away. Funeral homes, mortuaries, hospitals, sewers, latrines. Bathrooms, dumps, graveyards, that which has been buried. Decay, hidden or unseen things. Ghosts, spirits and dark entities. Tunnels, the underground. Vampirism, gothic cultures, weather, the genitals, the procreative system, the lower colon, crossroads, divorce, changes in finance, the culling back of non-essential things in your life, which is dropping the burden there. And a profound rebellion, the colours black, purple and maroon. So transformations, endings, new beginnings, new ways of being, the end of the old with an intensity. But you're leaving the troubles of the past behind and moving forward to calmer waters. Brilliant. Thanks for listening.